Do you know what grace and mercy is? One time in a small group, the question was asked what grace and mercy is. To my surprise, no one raised their hand. Maybe they don't know at all, or maybe they think, well, they know, but they didn't want to say it and be wrong. That is the great thing about small groups, though, is that we are all there just to learn and draw deeper in Christ. If someone asks you, do you know what grace and mercy is? What would be your response? So I'm going to help you with pointers on how I began to remember what grace and mercy means. First, we're going to start off with what is grace? God's grace is usually defined as undeserved favor. Grace cannot be earned. It is something that is freely given. To help me remember this, I would think of it as grace. It starts with the letter G. And so doesn't the word of gift. So God's grace is a gift. If you had nothing to your name and someone buys you a gift, there's nothing you can do but say thank you. That is exactly it. We are sinners full of debt that we cannot pay. And in return, we are destined for hell. The good news is that God did not leave us there, for His Son laid His life down as a sacrifice, as a payment for our sin. And all you must do is have faith and trust in Him. This gift is grace where we deserve punishment for our sin, but by the grace of God, we are given salvation from hell. Now, what is mercy? I can recall as a child when I would do something wrong. I would deserve to be punished. Maybe it was a spanking, or maybe I needed to be grounded from something. But that discipline is good to help me realize I have crossed the line on what I should not be doing. For common science, for every action, there is a reaction. So you harvest what you plant. If I plant a garden of tomatoes, I will get tomatoes. If I plant thorns and thistles, that is what I get. We control our decision, all part of our God-given free will. When we decide to sin, God can discipline us for our disobedience, but this is also where mercy can come into play. For mercy is you deserving disciplinary actions, but the one in authority can choose to not discipline, even though you deserve it. Now hear me out. The main difference and takeaway is that grace is something you get when you don't deserve it. And mercy is you deserve it, but you do not receive it. So start the conversation down below and let me know of a time that you have received grace or mercy and how it has affected your life. Until next week, subscribe and follow along as we dive into how the Bible applies to our everyday lives. May God bless you.